Hello guys, my name is Winter Cosmos and we are back with another Random Friday game. I found this interesting demo and it's Shuttered Story. I think I read the synopsis a while back ago, but now I generally do not remember what it's about. So we're gonna go ahead and start the demo. I was looking at the images, I think when I read the synopsis. I originally got the demo because I thought it was so interesting. It very much reminds me of like Fatal Frame. If anyone's ever played that game, and then another game that used to be on the Wii U that was similar to this, or maybe just the Wii. I don't remember which one of those two consoles had a game that you could take pictures with. I know that they had a remake of the Fatal Frame Crimson on the Wii, and or on the Wii U, one of the two. And the voice actors are British. And I'm so sad I got to miss out on buying that copy to play, because by then the Wii U was kind of a dying console. Not that many games were being made, and eventually there was no games. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I hope you guys are having a great Friday and enjoying the holidays. If you're working, I'm so sorry, but at least the weekend's here. Hopefully it'll make up for that. And then New Year's is right around the corner, so that's another bonus if you get the day off. If not, then I'm so sorry. This is so interesting that you can hear the camera rolling like a traditional camera. Knock? Who's in the chair? Wait, why did we stand and then crouch? Oh! Oh, hey. Thank goodness you're here. I've been waiting. Wait, why does he sound so distant with that, or hesitant? Like, no, I'm paranoid. Hi, welcome. Come in. Why are you making your friends wait outside? Come, we've been waiting for you. I don't know. I'm a little... Hey there, son. Good to see you. Come take a seat. I want to talk to you. Dude, I don't vibe with that shit. What the fuck is that? Oh, I don't... Y'all don't see this stain here? Y'all not worried about the mold? That's fucking mold. Or maybe a poltergeist. I want to explore before the... New stocks recovery in 2002. Pfft, bullshit. That's why we had the market crash in 2008. Okay, we gotta... Is that a baby? Can I crouch? No? Why is the baby in the stroller still? Do they not get to free roam? We just keeping the baby strapped in the stroller? No? Okay. Wow. I'm a little conflicted for you guys. Can I go through here? No? I don't vibe with that state. Alright, let's sit down. Did you get it? Oh, it's not enter activated, it's click activated. Yep. Will it work? The reviews looked good. Relax. I know this photography stuff. I know how it works. Food's ready, everyone. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Ugh, great timing. It's the fuse again. I'll get it. Joel, fuck you, son of a bitch. I didn't like that. Sorry about that. I don't know what's wrong with this house lately. I don't know what's wrong with that shit stain right there. I don't like how we can see it in the frame while we're talking to you and no one's acknowledging it. I'm not okay with it. Everything just keeps breaking down all the time. It really drives me up the wall. This spot of mold, for instance. Oh, now we're getting the acknowledgement? How are you guys not dealing with that mold? A few nights ago, it just appeared out of nowhere. I got some bleach, so that's my Sunday sort, I guess. Come on, I'm sure he doesn't want to hear about our household issues. You mind turning the TV off for a bit? It's important. The market might finally recover this year. What's her name? She's Lily. She's 5 months old now. Okay, why is the fucking baby still in the stroller? Tell you what, kid. Never have children. Whoa! I'm just kidding. I get it. What he could have elaborated on is wait until you're ready. To say never have children seems kind of like projecting from his experience of whatever is going on. It's a lot of responsibility. Don't say that. Ignore him. He's just sleep deprived. I mean, he's not wrong. I feel like having kids can be a wonderful experience. It's the postpartum that makes it a lot harder, especially for women. And I would imagine men are probably struggling too, because obviously you're going to be sleep deprived. The baby's going to have needs for, I don't know, maybe a good chunk of 9 months until they finally are grown enough to suddenly have a schedule. And then that's when it kind of gets easier, but it really doesn't. It's just a little more chaos with some routine. But yeah, just to say that though, I feel kind of disrespects. I don't know where I was going with that. Let me just shut up. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I get it. I get it. He's probably tired. He's probably talking out of his tiredness instead of like actual like coherent enough and not sleep deprived. See what I mean? It's your family. It's worth every bit of energy you put into it. I know, sis. I know. Okay, I don't like the fact that they keep looking at us as they're talking to each other. This is making me quite uncomfortable. This is like a discussion that I should not be in the middle of. They should be side by side talking to each other, not me having to go back and forth looking at them. Ellie was telling me earlier that you're getting into photography and photo editing, photo manipulation, that kind of stuff. I want to take a photography that is remembered years from now. Capture something no one has ever before. Ambitious. I respect that. Your friend here has taken up the Talba? I don't know what that means. Tuba? What? He's a little off key, but at least it'd be something easy to find him if he ever got lost. What is this commentary? What do you mean if I get lost? Where am I getting lost? Where are we getting lost? Was that a tree or was that... Please tell me that's a tree that's... Okay, the tree is now inside the house, and I'm just realizing all of this movement in the house. Shush. I'm proud of him. I've always wanted to learn music, but never had the time. Should we head in? Ah, yes, you two have plans to try out a new game, don't you? A game? No, it's actually a software that a soft game. Yes, or a software game. Come on, let's go. Come on. It's in my bedroom. Damn piece of shit. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Shoo now. I'd rather you didn't see this until the wall's all cleaned up. Can we talk to Grandma? Okay, Grandma's just not... It is not a vocal person. It's risky, but it's also stupid not to do it. Can't play it safe all the time. What? Oh, hey, kid. How's it going? What about the baby? Can we talk to the baby? Milk bottle at 6 p.m., bed by 7. Or was it at 8? I should call home and ask again. That's wild that you need to call home to ask what time your child goes to sleep. I feel like that if you're routinely doing it with your partner, you would know. So that's a little interesting that he doesn't remember. Oh, they have a whole upstairs. Oh, they have a whole freaking hallway. I'm not vibing with... Oh! Oh! Oh, my heart just jumped out of my chest. Oh my gosh, I nearly just died. Okay, I'm just checking if anything. Yeah, there's like a weird tree blooping in right here. Or was blooping in. Actually, let me look outside. Yeah, that's the tree that was blooping in from the window. You see that tree? Damn, it's windy if you can... If you can see the trees moving. Yeah, it was blooping in right there. Alright, let's... Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Okay. Alright, tell me. What's going on? It started a few weeks ago. Well, now that I think about it, small things have been happening for the past year. It's always objects that seem to rearrange themselves. My room seems to basically clean itself. At first I thought it was my mom, but it happens when no one else is home. You're making me wish I was being haunted instead. It's not funny. At night I can hear things. It's as if the walls are alive and are talking to each other. Planning something. And what my ma said? Things keep breaking down constantly. Mold appears, then disappears a few days later. One day I saw like a dozen worms swimming in the toilet water. When I came back with Dad, they were gone. And then the photos. I was flipping through our album yesterday, and I swear I saw something. But then when I went back to it, it was gone. I couldn't find it again. My parents think I'm imagining things. Too many horror movies, they said. You told them? I tried. They wouldn't listen. So now you're my only hope. If we show them some proof, something in the photos, then maybe. Yeah. If we do find something, that would be pretty conclusive. You don't believe me, do you? I sure as hell want to. This will be huge for me if we do find something. Oh, dude, he's just using him like a school project. Poor guy's going through a horrible situation at home, and this friend, we're the friend being shitty. I can't believe you, but if I do this, it's gonna open windows for me kind of situation. Come on, let's see what we got here. I gotta get on the computer. Oh! Fucking A. That was an earthquake. Bigger this time. Everything's fine, kids. Carry on. It's not. So is the mom generally just not dealing with it? Is she just ignoring it? I'm just checking everything else out just to make sure nothing's changed. Is she just ignoring it? Oh shit. That looks like mold on the wall. Like that blue Or it could just be the paint job in this. I'm wondering if that's where the mold is going to be. Oh, because that's not creepy. Horror. Now I can see why your parents think that. Nice hat. These are all the photos we have. I transferred them to the PC like you asked. I added in the caption my mom had written for them in the albums. Hopefully that helps. Great. Let's see what we can find here, shall we? Hey there, welcome to Spectate Aware. Oh no, what is this supposed to be, a Clippy? Okay, yeah. I don't, oh, there we go. Spectate Aware is a tool that'll help you hunt for hidden anomalies, spectaculars, and ghosts in photos and videos with the help of a variety of filtering exposure settings. Play with the different settings and see if anything shows up. Spooky. This handy guide can help you identify what kind of haunting you're looking at. If you see something, mark it as haunted, and then select an anomaly type from the checklist. Otherwise, if you don't see anything, mark it as safe. Remember, hauntings are rare, and most photos don't contain a haunting. Not sure what kind of anomaly it is? Check the guide. But remember, once you made a choice, you can't go back until the analysis is complete. So make sure you get it right before hitting submit. Happy haunting! Okay, well, how am I supposed to... let's see. Let's expose. Oh, that probably would have helped. I'm trying to figure it out. Wait, let me look at it normally. Okay, so that's the arm, that's the boat. I'm not seeing anything so far. I don't think there's anything. No, that's a person. I'm comparing both this photo to this one. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, I'm gonna just look at the guide very quickly. Introduction. Thank you for installing Spaceware 2.1. This guide will help you get started with analyzing and identifying paranormal phenomenon hidden in photography and video medium. Included in this index of the most commonly reported photography anomalies, apparitions, simulacras, I don't know, strange lights, and more, along with the recommended techniques for exposing each one by using Spectator Aware 2.1. Not all manifestations are visible immediately. You'll need to tweak filters and exposure settings to make them visible. Spectator Aware 2.1 is designed to help in this process. This guide is your Bible for identification. Remember, You must categorize each anomaly correctly for an accurate diagnosis and next step for an exorcism, if needed. Additional filters and pages are still downloading, but you can begin using the software immediately. Refer to the index page to begin with. Not the with. Happy haunting. Yeah, you can see it right there. Apparitions are the most recognizable indicators of paranormal presence, commonly referred to as ghostly figures. These human-like forms may manifest in various ways, and not all are obvious at first glance. Common indicators of apparition activity include figures and silhouettes. Unidentified individuals are doppelgangers. Figures and silhouettes. Ghostly figures appear in many forms, often taking the shape of translucent human silhouettes. They may resemble known individuals, but most reports describe them as strangers, likely tied to the history of the location where the image was captured. It's possible to make a mistake. It's possible to mistake a living human for a ghost due to long exposure in cameras. Humans leave duplicates of themselves in case of movement, but true ghost apparitions are singular. This photo was taken a month after the subject's sister passed away. Behind her, a faint, translucent form resembling her sister can be seen. Increasing contrast and exposure and using a negative filter helps surface the barely visible apparition of a man standing at the top of the stairs. So these are actual images online or what? Because the game, it says that they do not generate these images, so I'm wondering if they actually do find them for maybe people offering them, or they just happen to scour the internet and find like forums that include those kind of pictures. Since they're semi-transparent, apparitions often blend into shadows or overexposed areas. Adjust exposure and contrast to make them visible or invert the image to its negative. In videos, scrub carefully as they may fade in and out of view. Apparitions may also leave cold spots, so a thermal filter does a good job at capturing their presence. Disclaimer: suggest methods are only starting points. Each photo is unique and different techniques may be required. Don't hesitate to experiment. How many? Okay. I was like, how many slides are there? Unidentified individuals are doppelgangers. Originally, there's be nothing unusual about that photo bomber in the back, except you took this photo in your home and no one's there. These might appear normal, but they couldn't have been present when the image was captured. They may even appear incompletely formed as disembodied limbs, heads, or any other body parts. They may even resemble someone you know, posing as if they belong. Your brother who lives in another country, a friend long deceased, or someone already in the photo. Twice. Mrs. Chang's daughter took this photo of her, only to notice her probably clearly visible in the background after developing it, but Mr. Chang was away in London at the time. Did the anomaly take this form to appear safe and familiar in case it was seen? Oh, the head down here. On her, I think my left, but her right, I believe it is. The father of the girl in the foreground took this photo on a private property with no one else present at the time. Only after development was the faint figure behind the shed, wearing a historical clothing of Victorian style, was noticed. So right here, I guess against the beams. On her right-hand shoulder. Or right shoulder, I guess. Detection. Observation closely. Observe closely to catch these anomalies. Check the date and location of the footage. Does the subject belong? Check for extra hands or limb hiding in plain sight. Doppelgangers appear fully formed, so filters or images adjustments are rarely needed to detect them. Okay, so download additional module content. Please come back later. So that's still in development, clearly. So I have to be careful. Oh, you can zoom in. Oh! I didn't even know that. Okay, so let's try this. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary. Okay. We're gonna do the high exposure. I don't see anything. I'm curious about this. Is there something that was there before? Okay, let me put this back to normal. There's like a person standing right here. You can barely kind of see them. I don't know what that is. Oh, I'm kind of iffy on if it's paranormal. I'm trying to think. Let me see. I wish you can kind of edit this. Okay, so let me look at it normal. Because that's a weird shape right there. I wish we would have waited for the rest of the items too. It's like a weird solid item too. I'm gonna say haunted. Apparition. Okay, now you can tell that this is... It's like a mixture of Robert newborn Ellie and I 3 days after Ellie's birth. It's like a mixture of live art, like human, and then like generated 3D rendering of the face. Okay, so we have a normal photo. Okay, so let's see. Nothing there. Okay. Okay, let's try negative. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in this photo. Okay, so we have birthday boy waiting for his favorite breakfast. So we're just gonna slowly increase this. That's a weird big shadow behind him. And it doesn't decrease when it goes negative, because usually if you have an overcast of a shadow, it kind of, from a camera, because cameras have light, so when you take a photo in an area that's not well lit, it'll create that overcast behind you. But it's not lighting up when I make this this changed, so I don't know if I trust that. And it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, I think it's an apparition behind him or a doppelganger. Because that's a weird shadow. Like, that's just interesting. It could be nothing too, that's the other thing. The part that I'm getting boggled out that it's... It doesn't blend in with the black in the background. You see how it's like a different type of shading? Misleading may become to... I think it's an apparition. Well, let me see. So then what counts as an unexplainable event? It doesn't show anything about like a black figure. Or maybe it's safe. I don't know. Maybe most of these are safe until you see that spotted difference. Baby Elliot helping out in the kitchen. So even this looks normal, to be honest. Not seeing anything out of the ordinary. I think it's safe. Oh, now you can see it in the background right there, behind the mom. So if I was to do this, and then you see that? And then, or I can, right there. He's kind of disappearing, so let me see if I can get it down just right. Dude's barely recognizable. Let me see. Let's work our way down. There you go, you can kind of see him a little bit better. You can't see him through that, but you can see him right here. So that first one that I made was incorrect then. What the fuck? I'm scared. Wait, don't leave us in here. happened? Oh my gosh. Grandma, what happened? What is wrong with me? Oh gosh. Relax, Tom. It's fine. She's fine. She just fell. Fine? She's not fine. Your mother is right. She just needs rest. Shouldn't we call a doctor? An ambulance, maybe? An ambulance? Come on now. Don't get so worked up. You always worry too much. Everything's fine. Why is the grandma just nonchalantly laying there, too? Can't do anything right. Oh, gosh. Breathe, Tom. Long breaths. Everything is fine, okay? I've told you all before, something's wrong here, in this house. Oh, don't start with your ghost stories again now. Will everyone just relax? I don't like how nonchalant this is being, because having an elderly grandma who was kind of in a situation similar to this grandma who has very limited mobility, the moment they fall, that's the biggest concern you can ever have, because they're fragile. I wouldn't say weak, but they are definitely fragile, so a fall can do a lot of damage that we may not see on the surface level. And so for her to nonchalantly say that we don't need an ambulance and that everything is fine is a little insane to me, because my concern would be, is she okay? Did the fall break anything? How big is the bruise going to be? Because there's going to be a bruise, and if there's a bruise, what is the bruise going to do to this lady? Because as you age, your body can't withstand getting bruises because it's a big blood clot, and sometimes that can have a bigger effect than the fall itself. And so that would be my next big concern. So honestly, calling a doctor or calling something would be appropriate in this situation. The fact that every one of these people are just like, no, it's fine. She's fine. She's just tired. She needs to go to bed. Blah, blah, blah. Really just hurts my soul. Hey man, can you get a print of that last photo we saw? We should show it to them. I wonder if something smacked her out of that chair. Why do I have to go in the room by myself? I don't trust this house. I really don't trust this house. Ma, take a look at this photo. Do you see it now? Eh? My photo? What am I supposed to be looking at here? Don't you see it? We were alone that day. There's a face. Huh? I don't see anything. Why don't you get back to your games? We'll get Grandma to bed. Go on now. Wow, so dismissive. It's not fine. Everything is not fine. She just won't admit it, and I don't know why. I heard somewhere that the biggest thing you can do as a disbeliever is continue to deny the existence of something, and it becomes more stronger off of the disbelief in what you're doing or something like that. Like, I used to watch a lot of like paranormal stuff back in like TV was a big thing as a kid, back when I wasn't as going outside as much. So like I watched a lot of that stuff, and a lot of people that tend to like ignore it or just straight up don't believe anything, like just make up excuses, tend to give the energy a lot more power because of that. And I'm wondering if it's thriving off of the fact that the mom and everyone else just doesn't want to deal with it, and the son's like, look, there's the elephant in the room and we really need to address that elephant. And everyone's like, look at that itty bitty mouse. That's about it. We really need to find some photos with clear evidence now if we're gonna convince them. I don't know why. I feel like things are about to get much worse very soon. It's because you're catering into into the entity or whatever it is. So you're essentially giving it free range and, I guess, power-ups, if you want to call it that. And by power-ups, I mean, like, you're giving them provoked emotions: sad, scared, angry, shocked, happy, whatever the hell. They're gonna feast off of that depending on what they are. And then maybe the house itself already has like dainted. It is a little dainted. Stained, I don't know, rather it be history or previous emotions or previous people living in there. I have no idea how long these people have been living in this house, but I definitely do believe like an area or a house is able to absorb like emotions. Like everyone knows if something goes down in a place, it's going to be tainted through our eyes, through the media, and through the action of the person that did it. Now, the individual place and speaking that it happens, it's going to be clearly tainted by whatever happened there too, because you don't just have a lot of things occur, like hospitals. There's constant like awesome things going on, like babies being born, people surviving, certain chances of surgery, but there's also a downside to it. There's where a lot of people go to pass away, or they pass away during an emergency, or they pass away during a surgery, or a baby passes away. All of that, what I mean by tainted is that it's kind of being stained with the reality of like the sudden overwhelming emotions of the grieving, of the loss, of someone leaving from this world. So it's going to have a lot of negative rapport to it, which is why you always constantly see like ghost videos of like hospitals, because it's stained with negativity. So it's bound to draw something in, and it sounds like they're drawing something in the house at this point, because we're searching. You're opening up something to search for it. Now, rather, if you believe in that, cool. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. It must have been the wind. You know, grandma got knocked over by the wind. What is the guide entry? Spectator forms, what does that mean? What does that even mean? Thomas, Mom, Dad, and I don't remember where this is from. Thomas, Mom, Dad, and I? Who the fuck is Thomas? Thomas is the young. I'm not seeing anything out of place in the normal picture. I keep looking at the shadows that the mom and dad are casting, just to see if there's anything there. But I'm not seeing anything per se. This looks semi-normal. Maybe I gotta look at that floor, because there was something on that floor, actually. I just want to see if I can make that stain appear, but I don't think I can. Because there's like a weird stain next to the dad's leg at the bottom right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in this photo. The stain could just be the flooring, the wood flooring, the texture of it. And wherever this was taken, but I don't see anything. So I'm gonna deem it safe. Mom, sometime before she married. These are some older photos. I thought when he meant we were gonna look through photos like currently developed, like in the situation, not that far into the past, which kind of makes me concerned that this thing, whatever it is stalking them, has been in their lives for quite some time. So we can already see something in the back. So if you look on the right hand corner, close to the corner, there's something in the field. Yep, you can kind of see it in the negative. So let me see if I can. Yeah, right there, you can see it. Spectator form? What the heck is a spectator form? Let me see. Spectator forms. A haunting presence may appear on the camera in the form of wispy mist-like shapes or dark, unidentified shadows. These differ from the apparitions in that they appear grotesque and lack texture or clear identification with soft faded edges. Common indicators of spectator forms include mist, shadowy figures. See, that's what I was trying to see if that shadow when Dave was sitting in the kitchen was an unidentified or like a shadow first figure. I cannot fucking talk. My throat is a little parched and I don't know where maybe I have water. I'll see if I have water in a second. And it just, the shadow seemed a little bit off is all I'm saying. Like it just felt weird. And didn't seem to match the environment or the kid in the picture. And I was like, well, I think it's a shadow, but it wasn't a common thing in the last round. So now we get that. So I think this is a... No! I'm so stupid. I clicked the wrong fucking thing. Just trying to see if there's anything out of the ordinary. I thought I saw another face, but it just might be me looking at the overexposure of these pictures. Because I feel like the more you do this, your eyes are probably going to be stained with like exposure lens. Which is probably why you do this in a red room. I think this one's clear. I'm not seeing anything no matter what I'm doing. Yeah, I think this is safe. Dad at his new job in the factory. Alright, there we go. My throat was a lot better. It was getting a little raspy. So let me look at the photo in general. Okay, there looks like a weird figure all the way back here, like the weird outline of a person's shoulder and then a hairline. Or at least the wisp of a hair. Let's see. Nope. That's supposed to be zooming in. Yeah, it's still there. You see it next to the window on the far left. And it's still present in the photo. I'm just gonna double make sure I'm not seeing anything else. So I'm gonna bring this back down. I didn't realize I can use my roll dial on my mouse to zoom in. You could still see it. Dude, this has been following them. That's not creepy at all. I'm gonna say haunted, I think. Possible events? What does that even mean? Not many items are as chilling. Oh, this is new. Impossible events. Not many items are as chilling as seeing a fully formed ghost in a photograph, but hauntings often manifest in more subtle ways. Sometimes it's something that simply defies logic. Anything that makes you go, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense, goes under this category. Common indicators of impossible events include automomistic objects, world inconsistencies. Take a closer look, one can see what looks like a car in the city. Take a closer look, one can see what looks like a car in the sky emerging from behind the hotel building in the background. Okay, so this is more towards like something that's truly unusual. So this is not the ghost apparition. So I'm guessing apparitions, figures, silhouettes, and unidentified doppelgangers are apparitions. They're all going to be tied under that. Wait, no. Let me just double look at this. Mist, shadow figures. This one has a very solid body. Like, if we go back to the normal picture, that looks very solid. Or maybe I'm just tripping out. There's probably nothing back there, but you could definitely see it now. Or it could be an item leaning on it for all I know, too. Objects from a distance look way different from afar than they do when you go back there. So to me, that looks like a person standing there. But it doesn't... I don't think it falls within the line, maybe? I thought it was like a person standing behind a doorway, but I don't think they would be able to... I don't think they would do that, so I'm gonna say it's safe. Oh, jeez Louise, you scared the crap out of me. Hey there, looks like you uploaded your first video. Nice. When analyzing videos, it's important to get a hold of the media control buttons. Something spooky could be hiding in any frame. The anomaly categories are the same as those in photos, so make sure to check the guide whenever you're stuck. And as always, happy hunting. Gross. So we'll watch it normal. I'm not seeing anything. Man, you guys watch a lot of TV. Okay, the sun up here is around like 17 seconds, 18 seconds. Okay, so now we're gonna dim the exposure. Okay, and then watch it again. It does get blurry though. Okay, well, I'm not seeing anything out of the norm on this part. I'll keep playing with the contrast to see. It's way too dark. This might be my best guess because I can actually see everything at this. So pixelated though. Okay, so nothing there. I'm gonna... Whoa. I'm gonna bring this down a notch. Then we're gonna increase this just a little. Now let's see if we notice anything moving. I'm gonna go back just a little. Okay, the sun goes through. Yeah, I think this is a safe video. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, dang, hold on. Trying to check right here in this upper or bottom left. Yep, this is safe and I'm not seeing anything. Great grandparents and grand aunt probably took in a few days after immigrating. Ooh, she is. Geez, this thing has been following them since that long? That's wild. Okay, so let's see. I don't think anything looks... Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm not seeing anything. This looks safe to me. I'm just gonna do all this just to make sure. Okay, yeah, I think it's safe. I'm not seeing anything out of the norm. Yeah, it's safe. Great grandpa, grand aunt, and I'm assuming the son? Why does the mom look so displaced? Great grandpa, grand aunt. The mom looks so weird. Like that, I don't know if that's the mom. Like that figure looks weird. She completely vanishes. Yeah, this is not... She's not in the photo. Because she disappears when she goes away. Yeah, she's not in the photo. I'm gonna say apparition. Okay. At the church with mom and dad. Okay. I'm wondering if these are actual photos of the individual that made this game, the dev, yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. And then they rendered the face a little bit. Because some of these human... The movements of the human bodies look a little too natural for a video game. Not that there's anything wrong with it looking natural, I'm just saying for a indie game it looks extremely natural. Okay, nothing there. Let's go ahead and look through this. Nothing there. Because sometimes you could find something when it's extremely over contrast. Because the human, like, if you take a picture of someone, they stay whatever that part is, but then usually if you find something that should not be there, they have a weaker appearance than what is in the picture being captured. I think this one's safe. I mean, I think that's his hand. Yeah, that's his hand. So if I put that down, yeah. That's his hand. I don't know what that is in the background. I don't, it could just be like a crack in the wall. But I don't see anything out of place, so I deem it safe. Oh, what the hell? Guide entry unlocked. Simulacra. I don't know how to say that. I'm already over it. At the pier with Robert just after our wedding. Oh, the mom looked adorable. So let's go ahead and see this. I do not even know how to simulacra. Something like that. A presence may reveal itself by forming the likeness of a face or a human-like figure within trees, clouds, or man-made. Often resembling religious iconography, these manifestations of their own accord. These manifest of their own accord. Okay. Further evidence of the unexplained breaking into our rational world. Common indicators of a
simulacrum.
Blurb. I don't know how to say that word. I'll probably insert like some audio of it. Include faces, figures, and silhouettes. Okay, so that doesn't really help us to distinguish it. Perhaps the most recognizable instance of
simulacrum.
Whatever. The Bill Miz face appears on the floor of a house in Spain with human-like distortion emerging on the tiles. Their unexplainable appearance have made one of the most debatable paranormal phenomena of the 20th century. Oh, great. Now I gotta look out for that in this. So this is gonna be on, like, floors and stuff. So that's what I'm looking for. Maybe? I don't know. Let's go to the negative. This seems to be a perfect, like, exposure and contrast. So I'm trying to see if there's anything that may resemble a person, figure, silhouette, shadow figure, mist. But I'm not seeing anything. It looks pretty normal to me. Or semi-normal as one would get with a photo. So I'm not entirely sure what is missing in here. Let me look a little bit further. Because I know what it's talking about. It's like a weird thing that our brain does, because our brain tries to humanize everything in any shape, in any form. But I'm not seeing that here. I don't see anything that looks human shaped. Let me look at the background. Yeah, I don't see anything. I think it's safe. I don't like that. I don't like empty. This is before that stain appeared. Oh, you can't even zoom in. Wait, doesn't that painting look like a person? I'm trying to see if there's anything out of the norm. The only thing I could think of is that picture looking like a human face. So we're just... Oh, fudge you. Filter unlocked. Night vision. That's gross. Oh, we can now see the night vision. Gross. So like I'm going to do before, I'm just going to... I wish that was available at the beginning of that. So we can see... Okay, so let's dim that. I don't see anything appearing and disappearing. There is that weird like little black dot over here, so... Why would I need night vision though? This is a photo. Okay, I don't see anything changing. Trying to see if anything happens in those shadows, but I'm not seeing much. Oh, that's hurting my eyes. I'm gonna lower that. This looks normal. Honestly, I can't really tell if there's anything out of place. I'll just zoom in. There's that weird mark, but it's been pretty consistent. Like, I kind of think it's a part of the background because it's not doing anything. Like, I can... It's blending in where it needs to. It's the same color as the background there. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with this photo. No. I think it's safe. Allie with mom and dad. Oh, your parents. Her parents. Okay, let me just take a look. There goes the face right there. Okay. Ooh, this is in his room. Oh, I don't like this. Mm-mm. You can kind of see something in the window, so we're gonna see if we can figure out what it is. That kind of looks like a face. Okay, so let's see. Okay, you could barely see anything, so let's go ahead and go through the night vision. Oh gosh, there's a figure in the fucking room with the kid. That's an apparition, right? I think I missed one because I accidentally misclicked. Yeah, I missed the mom. Really wish I could fix that. Okay, so we have mom and I at home, so... Oh, that's the grandma. That's the grandma in the last photo. Everything looks okay. Right, I think it looks safe. Wait, there was a photo before that. Hey man, come take a look at this. Oh no, I don't think I want to know what that is. Oh, we're not looking at this stuff anymore. Hey, check this out. I want to show you something. Please stop leaving me in your room. There's a fucking figure. It's bleeding and there's worms. What the hell? You see? See what I told you? That's just not normal. What are you two doing here? Allie, what's wrong with you? Why would you show something like this to a guest? But Mom, remember I told you about the worms in the bathroom? This isn't normal. This again? This is the last time I'm telling you, and I don't want to hear about your ghost stories anymore. Son, you should know better. Come on, you know how he gets, don't you? Now go. I have some cleaning up to do. Come on, man. This is hopeless. Where's Tom? Or Tim? Oh, he's in the back. I can't. I wish Mary would take care of her. She's always been good at this. I wish we never had her. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I just feel like the world is going to explode. I don't know if I can do this anymore. No, I run out of them. Yeah, I'll run to the drugstore and get more. Thanks, and sorry. Jeez, he regrets having the baby. What does the dad have to say? Nothing. No one's giving a toot about the brother being weird. This whole family dynamic is weirding me out. I can see why that thing is following them. They're just a family of misfortune. I know her. They're not going to listen to us. Even if we show them the photos, they'll say it's the software adding them in. Then why are we doing this if you're already saying that? Why am I wasting my time? Just because we're kids. What now? We can do something ourselves. What? Get rid of whatever is haunting this house. More like haunting you guys. It's been following you for generations. Exercise it. How? So the software, it'll give us a final result once we categorize all the photos. What result? The right exorcism process for whatever entity is hiding in this house? I hope this works. Oh, okay. So you don't even get to... Oh yeah, I missed. I would have had 6 if I had not misclicked one of them. One of these were incorrectly marked haunted, but with the wrong category type. Thank you for playing the Shutter Story demo. I truly hope you enjoyed this early look at the game. If you have any feedback, you can let me know what you think using the form below. And please wish list the game on Steam if you liked the demo. It really, really helps the game do well on launch. You found 5 out of the hauntings. You missed 3. One of these were correctly marked haunted, but with the wrong category type. 1 save photo were incorrectly marked haunted. Note the score is just for the demo. The full game will have different ways of converting correctness. That's kind of cool. So that's it for Shutter Story. I'm kind of curious if there is a way to find those entities, because I know I mislabeled one and then I might have incorrectly picked that first one, because I don't think that first one was it. So yeah, so I don't think so. I do honestly believe though the breakfast one, the one where he's sitting down on the kitchen table, I think that one was a haunting. I really honestly think so. So I'm kind of curious. Let me go back and deal with that. Okay, there we go. Yep. So now we got all 8 hauntings. So we did find them all. I had a feeling some of them were, but I was becoming indecisive and I decided to go back. I tend to do that a lot, where I know it is, but then I doubt myself extremely. So there goes finding all of those. It looks like in the game we'll have a easier time finding them, maybe, with a little more hints compared to the demo, because the demo's not going to give you enough. I think this game has great potential to become a really fun game once it launches. There's a lot of lore and there's a lot of going back and forth between the family, the friend that we're friends with, and then us trying to figure out what's in the photos versus us dealing with the house and whatever is in it are attached to the people. I think they're attached. The thing is attached to them, and then going from there. I liked it. It did definitely scare me, and I shouldn't have been scared, but I was so immersed in the game that I got scared. I'm concerned about the brother. I'm very concerned about that child that he has. So I kind of want to tune in and see what's going to happen between that dynamic. Because we already got a glimpse of him saying he doesn't want the kid. He openly admits he thinks children are... having his kid was a mistake is the overall gist of his whole situation. And then he's clearly on something. So I want to see how that unfolds. I want to see what the mom and dad... The mom, it's herself... what she's going to do in the main storyline. The dad just seems like he's in every scenario in the dad situation where he's just not... He's present, but physically, mentally not. Physically he's present, but mentally he's just not there with the family in this situation. I think something's going on with the grandma. I think the thing is bugging the grandma, but I want to know more on if it is correct and how the software exercises it. So I think it's a good game. I think it's going to be worth it when it launches it for me. I want to try to play it. But yeah, that's it. That's the game, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And you guys have a great rest of your holidays. And enjoy the weekend. Until next time, I shall see you. Bye!